Hey guys, this is the Anime Fiend bringing you today the third video of my series of manga recommendations. And today we're gonna talk about Pluto by the legendary one and only Naoki Urasawa. And well, let's get into it. And if you don't know anything about this, don't worry about spoilers or anything. This is not a review of the manga. This is a recommendation video, so don't worry about the spoilers. But anyways, just to start with it, let's get this out of the way. Of course, if you're a huge fan of Tetsuya Atom, or of course more known as Astro Boy in the West, you just gotta definitely read, because this manga is basically the retelling of Astro Boy's greatest robot on Earth, right? So basically, Naoki Urasawa adapted that arc into a seinen manga. So, I mean, I don't want to say, the original was bad, because the original was really good as well. But Naoki Urasawa just made it into something else. He basically just wrote a legend out of a legend, which became an even bigger legend. So this is just phenomenal work, man. I mean, whatever. I mean, Naoki Urasawa again, to me at least, the greatest mangaka of all time, right? So it is what it is. But of course, the story itself is about what it means to be human. And the funny thing about the story is, of course there are humans, of course there are many human characters and all that stuff, right? But the main characters aren't even human, they're robots. And it's probably one of the greatest ways of telling a story about what it means to be human through these robots. So I mean, at least to my dumb brain, it's phenomenal, man. The way Urasawa tells his story, of course, if you have read any other of his mangas, of course, Monster, 20th Century Boys, Billy Bat, or whatever, right? If you've already read one of his mangas, you know how good, how awesome he is, right? And of course, the storytelling is way phenomenal. And the one limitation that this manga doesn't have compared to those is, like, those are bigger mangas, so they're, some people could say they're kind of stretched in some places, right? But because this is just 65 chapters, it's not that stretched out. It's much more condensed, and it's much more raw and quick in everything. So because of that, it makes it like fast paced, but not in a bad way, right? Of course, sometimes we just need to take it slow and whatever. But this manga, I mean, the pacing is so awesome that you'll never get bored, is what I'm meant to say, right? Because of course the other mangas, there is a chance to say that. And on the other hand, I mean, damn, man, the everything, right? The emotions, the social and political aspects of having these robots, which are basically AIs, right? And of course, because they are AIs, society in this manga has developed so much that even these robots have rights, because they've become so much sophisticated and so much more like humans that they deserved rights as well. So they became basically similar to humans. But again, the underlying theme is, like, of course, even if they are equal to humans still kinda in a subtle way treat them as, I don't know, you could say second rate citizens, or underprivileged, or whatever, right? They basically the term, I mean, come on, you're just a robot, what do you know about human feelings, right? So basically that. So yeah, I mean, I mean, you could see the similar themes in, of course, Detroit Become Human or Blade Runner, famous two things with similar situations and stuff, which are again phenomenal, but this one just takes the cake, man. I mean, yeah, this one is just so beautiful. I mean, I don't want to spoil, but this is not much of a spoiler, but you could say, the main character, Gesch- Geschicht, I don't know, man. It's a German name, so I'm sorry. I think it's Geschicht or something like that. It's basically German word for face, which is kind of relevant in this manga, but I'm not gonna talk about that because that could lead into spoilers and stuff. But whatever. So Gashish is a detective. He basically goes to this robot who just lost her husband, who happens to be a police robot, right? So the police robot died in action, and Gashish basically, or whatever his name is, Gashish basically has to go to this, his wife, which is who's also a robot, but everybody else, of course, nobody goes to that robot. They just send the information, like whatever, right? Because of course it's a robot, man. Come on. So nobody gives that much importance, but Gashish, because he is also a robot, he knows she will miss him, so he actually goes to her and tells him about how what happened to her husband and all that stuff, right? And there's only these few moments, right? There's only these few panels, and in those few panels, like Gashish, he's actually like a sophisticated robot, right? He has human face, human expressions, and all that stuff. He's basically human, but the robot that we see, the wife, she's like an actual robot. You could see her. Anybody looking at Gashish won't distinguish between robot or human, but of course she is, yeah, literally a robot. But dude, these two panels that we look at, the amount of emotions that we feel is, oh my god. Like, I me this stone cold hearted bastard, like, I was moved, right? I was like, damn, man, damn. The beautiful writing is just freaking phenomenal, man. And this scene, you could say, in a way, is equivalent to One Piece fans would know, the scene that happened in between the end of Enies Lobby and post Enies Lobby arc, the one, the scene with all the Straw Hats standing in a line, doing something, crying and stuff, farewell of something. Yeah, basically, it's this small scene hits like that. I mean, maybe not as hard, but you get the point. So I mean, man, it is beautifully written. The way the political structure is, like, again, Urasawa always, he has political undertones and all that stuff, but it's beautifully written. And the characters, especially all the robotic characters, right? They are just, everybody has their own emotions, everybody has their own struggles, and at the end of the manga, you just feel like, damn, man, are we humans or are they humans, right? So it's just so beautifully written, and I just don't want to talk anything about the manga because I genuinely do not want to spoil any character or anything, right? I already feel bad about talking about the cop wife, right? So yeah, I don't want to spoil anything else for you guys. You just gotta check it out, man. It's just a 65 chapter manga, so it's not that big. It's beautifully written. Just check it out, man. Just please. But of course, that's it for the video. Of course, this is my third recommendation video, so please do check out the other two. And I'm of course making this a series, so I'll have even more, even many more, recommendation videos going on the line. But whatever, please check out all of those. And if you think the video is good, like, share, subscribe, check out my Discord. We could have fun discussions. But anyways, man, as always, until next time, peace.